Hi everyone, welcome to Vizlib Appy Hour. I'm joined with Anna Ragazzi, and
Yep.
she is a product designer at Vizlib, and she'll come and help make my crazy, crazy chart, my crazy, crazy app better. But before we get started, how are you? And do you have something to drink today?
I'm good today, Jen. And the only thing that I have here to drink is water because I didn't think that much about it before joining. I should have. But yeah, I only have water. Sorry.
No, that's okay. I always have like a weird drink. I'm not a big water person. I think it's
Okay.
so boring, which is horrible. I need to drink more water. But yeah, I always have like something fruity or something sweet, which is awful. Today I have pineapple juice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I had this one. It was a carbonated like milk drink, and it was like fruity, not fruity. It was like carbonated and like yogurty, but it was delicious, and it's called Milkus. But everyone was making fun of me for it.
Okay,
Uh,
that sounds very different.
Joe just made a comment. Water's boring. Jane Li, 2022. Yes. Water is boring. It has to be either like so hot or like freezing cold for me to drink it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I have another comment. Terrible name, Milkus. It's spelled Milkis. Milkis. Milkis.
Oh,
Delicious.
very interesting.
Cool. Let me show you my crazy, crazy app, and
Yep.
yeah, I definitely need your help in making this look better. Okay. Boom. Thoughts?
Okay,
First
yeah.
first thoughts?
Uh, well, you like green. You don't like water, but you like green.
I don't like water. I like green.
Yeah, you have a lot of strong colors and a lot of things happening in there. That's my first thought. Question to you is, you like rounded corners a lot, or?
Yes. You noticed that, huh? Big fan of rounded corners.
Yeah. What else? Well, I think we could define a little bit better some of the text colors that you have in there. Um, yeah. Uh, Let me check if I can make this a little bit bigger so I can see it better in
We
my
have a
view.
comment coming in. Ouch, my eye.
Yeah. So first thing that maybe I don't know if that's something that you do when you're so okay, let me ask you a question first. How do you choose your colors when you're starting to create a dashboard?
For this one, I didn't. I just went in and I thought, okay, let's do as many colors as possible. Bright, fun. And that's kind
Okay.
of what I did. I didn't put too much thought into it.
Okay. So the idea was to make my life harder.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So one thing that I can say maybe when you're starting looking to, how to color something is, maybe create a palette before, defining everything. I know that you probably already have your data there. You know what you want to show, what you want to explain to people, but having a palette in mind could also help you, better explain that. And to do that, I actually have a few different links that maybe we can try to use. I don't know if that
Yes.
sounds like a good idea.
Yes. That
Um,
sounds great. I can look it up right now. Do you have the
yeah,
link?
I do. So let me send you. Can I send you on Slack?
Yes.
Okay. So we have four different links here. Uh, the first link, which is Coolios, yeah, Cool Lors.
Uh,
I don't know how to pronounce that.
this
It's like,
has, yes.
yeah,
I think we've seen this before,
okay,
but we love it. We called it Cooler.
coolers.
Cooler.
Yeah, cool. So it's, yeah, I guess it's super simple. You just get a bunch of different palettes and you can, choose whatever you like. And yeah, it's super random. So that was the first one. And I think this one is very simple if you're not sure exactly what you're looking for, or you just want to try out, and everything will probably look good if you choose one of those. But then I have another one, which is colors.mus.li. Okay, you can open that one as well. So that one is Adobe, right? And that one is, if you want to, super customize everything, and you really want to be like super picky about your colors, you want to add all the codes and everything else, so you can use that one. I'm not such a big fan of that one because I don't think they have a very nice UI on that one, and that's very important to me. Um, and then the next one that we have, yeah, that one, that color palette generator. So you basically can add your own color. So if there is one color that it's part of the brand that you are working on, and you want to see if you can find something that can go well with that, you can choose your color, you can add your color, and it will generate a color palette for you. And I think that's super cool as well. What else do we have? And then the last one is creating a palette from an image. So you can actually upload an image that you have, and from that you will get some sort of palette as well.
Awesome. Okay. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna write and post our links so everyone can see.
Nice.
We have this one, which is the palettegenerator.com, and we also have colors.muz.li. Lee, that's my last name. We're actually, since our data is all about Udemy, and like their courses, maybe we can use the Udemy logo to be our base.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that makes sense.
Okay, let's look that up. Udemy.
Okay, they have two colors on their logo.
Maybe we can do this one. This
Yeah.
black and purple. So
Yeah,
I'll
that's
copy
nice.
this link, and okay, you have to save this.
Yeah, you have to have the image.
Saved, and I'll call it Udemy. Perfect, and I'll drop that in. Ooh, okay, nice palette selection. We have a comment. This is now purple. There was always we always had a debate. Feel free to join in. Do you think the Vizlib logo is blue or is it purple?
Oh, I think it's blue. I think
What?
it's, I was going to check Vizlib website again, but just looking at the logos that I have here, I think it's really, really blue.
Oh, you think
It's a blue for purple-ish, but I would say it's definitely blue more than purple.
really this color? That's crazy. To me, it's so purple.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it can be the eyes, different eyes see different. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
we have different reference of what purple might be.
Maybe. Purple is my favorite color. Maybe I just put
Oh, okay.
everything that could be purple is purple. Lux.
Okay.
Lux is saying it's purple. Thank you. Finally,
Okay.
someone agrees.
It's actually a debate. Yeah, I can see that now.
Yeah, purple or blue. Purple or blue. But yes, okay, let's go back, and we've got these colors. How does this look for our base color?
I think that looks nice. I mean, you have darker colors in there, you have strong colors, and yeah, you have lighter ones. You have 5 colors in that. I think that's enough. You can still use the white as a background. Yeah, I think, yeah, let's try it. Let's see how it goes.
Okay, sounds great. Let's go back to our our dashboard. What's the first thing that you would do?
Well, remove that that green color.
Okay, remove the green. Are you thinking of making it a color, or do you want to stick with white?
Let's start with white. Let's start with white and see how it goes. Because I guess when you have all these different boxes, you usually want them to be white, right? So it's yeah. Maybe don't start with white. Maybe start with gray. Let's see.
Mm.
Someone is suggesting purple, or is that the last comment again? Purple. Should we start with purple?
We have someone that says, "Go look up blue-purple color blindness." We've got Nicholas saying it's purple. Thank you. I agree. It is purple. Okay, we've got a gray. Is this a good gray?
Yeah. Can we see how it looks like with the purple?
Yes. Okay.
Not Vizlib purple.
A real purple. Do you want to go in with this this kind of this darker purple? Maybe we can add it to the selection menu.
Okay, yeah, that's nice.
And then we also could do this one. So that one's lighter.
Oh, I think this purple and this gray are not that good together, right? Yeah, just ignore this gray for now. Let's try this bright purple.
Okay.
Instead of the gray.
You want to put the bright purple in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I can make something pretty here, because otherwise there's no point for me to be here now. I'm finding this very hard to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, next thing I would say is, so we have
a comment is saying the purple is nice.
Okay, yeah, let's try purple for now. And I also think it looks nice now. So we have a lot of white blocks. Do these blocks, do they have to be like that big and have that super defined corners as well? Like
No, and you can also change the opacity, so we can like have it
Okay.
super light, and then you could barely see the blocks, or we can make
Okay.
it a kind of less and do like a 50%.
Okay. No, let's try 80%.
Okay.
Yeah. And how many pixels do you have in the corner? How do you define that corner?
Yeah, by pixels. I've got 50 right now.
50. Okay, that's a lot. Let's see how it looks like with 10.
10, okay.
I think that's nicer. What do you think?
I do think it's nicer. I've always thought that like modern means like rounded edges, like bubbles, but slowly and slowly I'm learning that that's not always the case. I've always
Yeah.
equated like boxes to, like the 90s.
You know that I see that constantly changing depending on the website that you are at, depending on the type of colors they use, depending on, their approach. Sometimes rounded corners will look a lot more as, futuristic and new, but that can vary quite a lot. And I think it changes, from one year to the other, that people start changing from, super straight lines to super rounded corners. So I think it's hard to keep it up. So sometimes instead of, making the decision, I just, add a little bit of, yeah, 10% is a really nice number in this situation. So yeah, not that much. I think
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Next thing. So we have this beginner level class and pricing in yellow. Should we try a different color with that text?
Ooh, yes, we can definitely change the text colors. Black.
That's nice. Yeah. Okay. And then we have some, so those are different tabs, right? That you have there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I will go back to those after. So maybe let's check the subscribers box that you have there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe centralize that a little bit more so it's in the middle of that block.
I have a question for you. Does it tell you anything if it just says subscribers, or do you think the title needs more needs more details?
Yeah, you could add more details, I think. Yeah, subscribe is a very open.
Open-ended. Yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
agree. I think because I'm doing average subscribers, so
Ah,
it might
okay. Yeah.
be useful to have average. So that way it's more clear. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
the layer name. Average subscribers.
Nice. And what color are we using in there?
Right now it's just your classic gray that it comes with, but we
Mm-hmm.
can choose any color.
Should we pick the black again and see how that looks like? Nice. Yeah. Okay. Um,
And do you think it would look nicer if it was smaller?
yes, definitely. So that was one more question that I had because you have a lot of blocks, and maybe you don't need to fill up so much that space with, if you don't have so many information, it's always good to have some I mean, white space doesn't mean that it's, literally white, but that you have clean space without so many, information. So I think it's, yeah, definitely nicer this way.
Okay.
Cool.
And then I can bring in these so there's more
Yes,
gaps.
definitely. Oh, that's much better. Yeah. And, always try to keep the same distance between them. That will make, the reading much easier for other people. Yeah. Now I'm starting to feel also that the 80% that we have here is maybe should be a bit more brighter, and more white in a way. What do you think?
Okay, we can try a 90.
Yeah.
So if it's 90, it looks like this. If it's
Yeah.
80, like this.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I
Cool.
think
I like it.
nice. Yeah. Should we add more space to the right as well, since you add to the left?
Good call. Okay, you have to balance it out.
Yeah.
We've got some facts coming in.
Mhm.
Apparently, it's the logo is technically blue. I still don't agree with that. But that's okay. I've got someone on my team because Nicholas is saying he sees the facts, chooses to ignore them. Me too. Me too. And Joe says that facts only work 67% of the time. So yes, I'll choose to also ignore that.
Oh,
Okay. Boom.
yeah, nice. Now about this chart in the middle, I think it's a bit hard for me to get exactly what you're trying to say with that one.
Yeah. Okay. So what I am trying to say is I want to tell you about the average price of each class and the number of subscribers. for each class. You can see, like, is it that the most expensive classes have the most subscribers, or is it the cheapest ones have the most subscribers? Like, what is the distribution of subscribers versus
Mm-hmm.
pricing? And then here you've got different bar charts based on each class level. So you have like beginners, intermediates, and also expert classes. And then you can
Mm-hmm.
also see here you're seeing the pricing of the class, plus you're seeing the pricing of the class for each class. And yeah, there's many things we could do. And audience, if you have any suggestions, let us know. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
we could color each of these, like beginners one color, intermediates one color, expert is one color, and then have it correlate with this chart.
Yeah.
Or we can just say, like, maybe there's a threshold that we want to meet. Yes, anything is possible.
Okay. Yeah. I like your first idea. I don't know if anyone has any different ideas as well.
Okay, yeah, I think that will like tell a nice story, saying here are the classes, here are the prices, and here are the distribution. Are you thinking the same as everyone else? Do you think you're getting your money's worth, etc., etc.? So yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
can definitely do that. And here I'm using the container grid, which saves a lot of space, because you can put in different charts in one area, and you can just flip through them. Especially when you're trying to tell the same story, it helps if you just have everything in one area, so that way it takes up less space.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yes, I'll go in. I'm going to just make that really small because to do a container grid, you need to have a master item. So these are all master items. We'll start with this one. And we can change the color here. So right now it's all different colors, but we can choose to do something else. What color are you thinking?
Well, one of the colors that we have already on that palette could be, everything is already purple, right? We need something that can stand out from that.
Yeah, so we've got this purple. We can use one of the generators to maybe, if we put in a color, we can, does
Yeah.
it give us others? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, maybe the last one? What do you think? Or do you prefer the other one?
Random or tetrade?
Random.
Random. Okay, yeah, I think random looks nice. Purple and green,
Cool.
that's one of my favorite color combinations. What's your favorite color, and what's a really cool color combination that you like?
Oh, I think my favorite color is gray. I know that sounds boring. But I think, for everything in life, it's so easy to use and it's so easy to combine. I mean, it can combine to pretty much any other color, except for that purple that we saw, that bright purple. But I think it's very easy to use. And yeah, definitely, if you're thinking about combining things that, something that you want to highlight and maybe have something, um, something that is not so highlighted, then definitely use gray with it, and it will pop up more, whatever thing that you're trying to communicate, I think.
Okay, you're also wearing your favorite color.
Yes, by accident.
Perfect. We've got a question. It's saying Joe is asking, is it Grey or Gray? How do you spell gray?
Well, I spell the way that my computer tells me to spell, because I always get confused about different types of writing English, if it's British or if it's American. I don't know if gray applies to that rule as well. Do you have one that is American and the other one is British, or?
I think Gray is American, but I switch based on the thing that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Because like some items just feel Grey and some items feel Gray. I can't describe, like a table feels Gray while like a t-shirt feels Grey.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's
It's the
interesting.
weirdest thing. Yeah, I totally switch.
Cool.
And Yogi saying yellow and green are complementary colors to purple. Yeah, which is interesting because you would think yellow is the opposite, so it wouldn't work, but I think it works sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, we can grab these and perfect, it tells you the hex code. So maybe we could use these colors for the different bars. Yes, cool. I really like lime green. I think it's a cool, punchy color. So I was like, yes, I'm here. This nice green. And then, yeah, so you see how I changed the colors in here, and then down here they changed as well. So,
Nice.
yeah, because it's a master item. So it's easy peasy. And we'll just do that with intermediate. For intermediate, we can, where is it? It's this one. Okay. We'll choose this color, this aqua color.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a question for the audience. Do you think it's Gray or Grey? Cool, nice. Have you taken any courses on Udemy?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't. No, I've heard about it. I've almost took at some point in my life, but I've never actually did it. I know that they have a bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah, for here, this is all design courses on Udemy. So it's not like everything, it's just the design course information. But I do believe they have everything. I've also never taken a course.
No.
But yes, we're not sponsored by them. But Udemy, if you'd like to sponsor us, let us know.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about taking a data course some way because I really want to, as a product designer working at Vizlib, I think it's super important that I get, in your mind and other BI developers' mind as well to, it's really helpful for us to see how you guys work. But I think it's a super interesting topic as well. So I'm definitely looking into that one as well right now.
Yogi's saying, it's saying Jane's response feels right. Sometimes you spell gray, sometimes it's Grey, depending on the object. Oh yeah, gray hair versus gray shirt. Interesting, because shirt is always Grey to me. But hair is also Grey.
That doesn't make any sense.
I know, that's totally, it makes absolutely no sense. And Joe's actually saying, and this is totally true, we are launching a Vizlib certification program. So anyone in the audience, if you want to do a certification, Vizlib is coming out with one. You can get a little badge. And Anna, it's available for you too.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm interested in that.
Okay, we've got all the colors here. We can also change it in the scatter plot. So let's do
Nice.
that. Yes. Coolio. And I have to write another, so I have to write an if statement, which you guys get to watch me do. So it's if it's expert level.
Nice.
I know, we've got such a nice comment. I'm your number one biggest fan, Jan. Thank you, Daniel. If instructional level insert equals beginner, I believe it's lowercase. Then okay. So when you start designing, what's the first thing that you think about?
I think as a UX designer is, putting things that I want to have in a screen. So if you're talking about a screen, I think it's having the components in there first, and then, you know, aligning them, making sure that there is enough space for them, and then finalizing it. So yeah, definitely making sure that the content makes sense before designing it. And if I can ask you on that topic as well, like
Mhm.
what do you think should come first? It's the design or the data?
I'd almost say like definitely the data comes first, making sure
Mhm.
it makes sense and making sure you're telling a story. But to me, I think that using colors is a really great way to help tell a story because you can relate things to one another. And yeah, we had Emily, sorry, she came on and she did a whole three part like lesson about how to let your data do the talking. And yeah, she mentions using colors a really great way to relate things to each other and to help tell your story. And Joe, I think you had a really good quote, and you might have been quoting someone else, where if you need to explain a chart or a dashboard, then it's probably not so good. And I think color
Yeah,
does a lot. So yeah, I think about
yeah,
colors quite often too. I just as soon as I start, I do it. It's also pretty fun to mess around with the colors. I think
yeah,
I spelled
definitely.
something wrong.
Yeah, I think every time that we are creating any type of work, we need to think about, you know, who is going to use that. And it might be clear every time for you because, you know, you are adding the data, you're, you know, adding all this code and everything else. So it's you're familiar with, but for someone seeing that for the first time and, you know, not getting it at once, I think it's quite problematic. Things need to be in a place that, you know, the right people that needs to be able to see this, see and understand it. So yeah, definitely super important to have things in place, organized.
Where do you
Yeah.
think data is moving towards? Do you think it's going to get more minimalistic?
Mm, for a few years maybe, but that always change.
Yeah,
I would
okay.
say, yeah,
That's
always good
fair
to keep
enough.
an eye. Yeah.
Ooh, I'm having a hard time with this if statement. If beginner level, I always have trouble with if statements. Huh, okay. Dimension is price. We can have dimension be level, insert, apply. Okay. So here we've got something. It's just not too related. Okay. Okay. I will not keep boring you guys with my not working if statement. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why it's not working now. I think I did find the reason. Yes. Okay.
Cool.
There it
Yeah,
is.
looks nice.
It's a little hard to tell because the colors are quite close to each other. So I think maybe that's not the best. I can up the opacity and then you'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like this darker color relates to an expert class. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so that tells a story. And where else do you want to go from here?
Well, on that top right, we do have a lot of empty space. Have you thought about adding, I don't know, maybe the logo there or? I don't know if there's any more information that you would like to add to this.
Yeah, I think there's definitely more we could add. We could add like some more KPIs, and then
Mm-hmm.
other than just average subscribers, we can also add in some KPIs. I'm using the KPI designer. And how do you feel about black? Do you think black is a good color, or is it sometimes too heavy?
It can be too heavy, but I think here is maybe the first thing that you want the user to see or to be able to see. So I don't see a problem with that. Um, maybe, it's always good to highlight more the number rather than, the text should be readable, so everyone should be able to read it, but the main thing is the number, right? So I guess it's also why you made it a little bit bigger and all type of thing. So I think it's good.
Joe's asking, what action do you want people to take? How can UX design help with that? Is that a question for me? I think what I want is for people to kind of help people choose what class that they want to take and help them see if they're kind of getting their money's worth, with the assumption that the more subscribers, the more quality the class, which is not always the case, but just in this situation, we'll pretend that that is the case.
Yeah, so definitely that's a big part of your dashboard then, right? So
And I also want to see like the average number of published lectures. Because assuming if someone publishes more lectures, the quality is maybe better because they're so used to it. This is all assumptions that we're making.
So when you start a dashboard, you always know exactly what story you want to tell, or will that come and change a little bit with time?
Used to, when I just started out, I wasn't that way. I would just like throw things on the page and see what looks good. But as I've matured, as I've started building more out, coming in with a story or like an idea of what you want people to get out of your dashboard, it actually helps, because if you don't have any idea, there's you can go into so many different directions and it doesn't make any sense. So having an idea is definitely useful. And a lot of it is your audience, which again, Emily talks about in Let Your Data Do the Talking, which was an Appy Hour episode, and you can find it on YouTube. But she talks about you have to know your audience and what they want, and you need to know like, what do they know already? What are their preconceived notions? What you have to build off of previous knowledge as well. Because sometimes if you look at a dashboard, it won't make any sense just because you don't have any background knowledge. So that also plays into it a lot.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, you need to know your data as well, right, to be able to make the best decision.
Knowing your data is also very important, and like knowing where it comes from, I think, is important, and like what is useful, what's not useful. I mean, there's like so much that goes into it.
Will you add a chart only because it looks good sometimes?
Sometimes. It depends on who I'm building for. If I'm just building like something that looks pretty, then I'll do it and be like, oh yeah, this is cool, and this showcases like if I'm trying to just showcase a feature, then I'll just add something in to showcase it. But if you do have like a customer, or if you have someone actually using it, then no, I would not recommend doing that. Unless
Okay,
it's so cool that it'll just blow everything out the water. Awesome. Joe, he just linked the Let Your Data Do the Talking with Emily in the comments. So if anyone wants to check it out, there it is.
Nice.
Awesome.
I want to check it out because I missed the last one. So nice.
Yeah, it's on YouTube and it's very easy to get to.
Cool.
Yeah, something like this, and there's so many other things. We can also even throw price in there if you think. That
Oh,
might be
yeah,
helpful. Yeah, the
that would be
average
nice.
price as well. Simon, who has been on Appy Hour before. Hi, Simon. He's saying function before form. Agreed.
Nice.
But sometimes when something looks so good, it can convince me. Like when a website's so pretty, but it's not useful, I'm still like, wow, this is a great website.
Yeah. Sometimes it needs to sell that way, right? But yeah.
Do you have any like websites or things that you use to get inspiration for designs?
I have one that's called Dribble. I don't know if you heard about it. It's very UI type of website that you can find, a lot of different UI related designs, but also, things related to illustrations. I think you can find pretty much anything in there. So every time that I'm trying to create something specific, I always check there. Because yeah, there's a lot of good material from, people from all over the world creating products from different from different point of views, and from different areas. One more B. Yeah.
Dribble. Dr. Bibble. Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's really cool. So yeah, definitely check it out. And you can, filter by animations, illustrations, everything else. I think there are a lot of good references on colors as well. Like, I guess you can find a lot of dashboards, not maybe from a point of view of functional, as Simon was saying, but if you know what you want to communicate, then you can use that as inspiration.
Okay, cool. We have another LinkedIn user saying awards, www.awards.com is good. Have you heard of that?
Yes, that one is really good as well.
Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah, these are all really great. Do you like to read Reddit by any chance? I feel like Reddit's come up a few times. There's a subreddit and it's called like crappy design, and it's
Yeah.
all about what not to do.
I don't follow so much. I don't get so much into Reddit, but my husband is always at there, and he's a software developer. But every time that he sees something that is completely weird on that subreddit, he sends to me, and yeah, there's so many weird stuff happening there.
Like crappy design. It's usually like when the words are like going back and forth and you're like, how do I
Yeah,
read this? It's up,
yeah,
down, sideways. I don't know.
yeah. That's also, user experience can be in so many different places that we don't even think about it. And yeah, we really need to think about who is reading what we are creating and who is using it. Otherwise, yeah, people won't use it.
I agree. And what are your thoughts on this?
On this, sorry, what?
On having 3 KPIs.
I think it's nice. Yeah,
Okay,
I like
me
that.
too. Should we change the top parts?
You mean the green part?
Yeah.
Or yeah, can we change that one as well?
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
definitely that. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, what
White.
color? Yes,
Also,
that's nice. And then can we remove the yellow as well?
yes. We can also make it white, and
I
then we
think that's
can
nice. Yeah.
white, and then we can do black for the fonts.
Nice. Yeah.
For the selection menu, for the menu, do you prefer white as well? Or is it too white?
No, I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. There's one thing here only, that's this and terminate level class. Could we make that title a little bit smaller? Or because that's the first thing that's calling my attention here.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
again, it all depends on what you want, but okay, nice.
Yeah, we can throw that in. And then the backgrounds are all white. We can actually change that as well. I'm using this eyedropper, and we can just change it to be the same.
Cool.
Interesting, I can't click on it. Sometimes my Wi-Fi is so bad that it's quite slow. It's okay, I can do it just in here quickly, and we can actually change this. Ooh, for the font, we can do a black. And yeah, active tab, background color. We can make that white. This we can turn black as well. And spacing. Okay. How is something like this?
Yeah, I think it's nice. Super nice.
Cool. We have one question, the Udemy logo too. Yeah, since this is not working, we can just pop in the Udemy logo, which is really easy. Sorry, Udemy. I hope they aren't mad if we use their logo in here. And yeah, again, not sponsored, but Udemy, if you want to sponsor us, we are open for sponsorships. Do you want to drag this over and have like one big space on the top, or do you prefer having like a separate space for the logo?
When you're pushing like this, where are you thinking about putting the logo? Maybe I didn't quite
Okay.
understood
I was
it.
thinking of putting the logo here and then just moving the numbers this way.
Yeah, let's try that. I think it works.
Okay, cool. And here, and then we just plop in the logo. So we add a layer, make it a image from this URL. Boom.
Nice.
Udemy.
Yeah, I think that looks nice. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks good too.
Cool.
And does everything make sense? Do you like the story that we're telling? Does anyone else want to know more about Udemy and the courses, or is there anything else you want to deep dive into?
Maybe from my side, the table there, what exactly we are showing in there. Sorry, I cannot read everything because it looks
That's
really
okay.
heavy, but
I can zoom in on it a little bit. So it's
yeah.
asking,
Okay.
it's the title,
Mm-hmm.
and it's paid or not paid, the price, and the number of subscribers, the number of reviews, and the number of published lectures,
Okay.
and the
Cool.
instructional level. And Yogi is thanking you for the tip on dribble.
Oh, nice. Cool. I'm glad you like it. So what about in the table if we, I don't know, highlight some, I don't know, add some filters there? I don't know exactly what. Maybe something that is connected to the story.
Yeah, totally, we can do that. I think maybe something that we'd want to highlight is we can give it an arbitrary number, like if the price is over 100, it's red.
Yeah.
So maybe someone's not even thinking about anything over 100. So we can go in here And change the colors. I believe that's actually in data. So price. And do you want to change the text color or the background color?
Maybe the the background color, but I don't know which color to change to.
You can try like a red. So like
Yeah.
if price is greater than 100, then red. Oh, it's not working. If price is greater than 100, I think I put the 100 in quotes. No, I did not. Yes. Okay, perfect. We have another question. It says, when does Vizlib Certification start? And that starts, that's a good question. Joe, do you have an answer? Oh, are we getting in trouble? We have Udemy_Twitch. How did you get the logo? We got it off
Oh.
the internet. Is this allowed? Let us know if it's not allowed. We just Googled Udemy and copied the image address. I hope this is not the Udemy police. I'm so sorry.
Well, at least we added to a really nice dashboard. So yeah.
Cody's saying the certification's at the end of February, and Joe's saying stay tuned for February Vizlib certification. Joe's saying fake police. Okay. Cool. Fake Udemy police. We're so sorry. But okay, we have the pricing in, and the color's so dark. We can try for like a lighter color.
Yeah.
We can go back to the colors. Maybe we can use a red. I'll do like hex red, and we can find another color.
Yeah.
Ooh, this was my first time getting called out on Twitch by a company. Sorry again. Okay, it's like a nice light, it's like a lighter color, so it's not so harsh on the eyes. And then maybe we can chuck in a reference line in the scatter plot as well, so people know exactly where to look. I think it's not here. It's a reference. Of course, it's reference objects, and it's going to be on the x-axis. So the value will be 100. And let's make this font color the same. And the label is too expensive. Expensive. And that color is not showing through. I think I'll actually go black. Okay. And maybe I want a vertical. Yeah. How does that look?
Nice. Super nice.
Awesome. Okay. Simon is asking, how are we picking our colors? So we're using a Muesli, and we went with the Udemy logo color. We just put in a purple, and we thought, okay, this purple's nice, and then we just picked the palette that it gave us.
Yes.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. I think this looks good. Yeah. I think it tells more of a story than it did when we first started. I think it looks a lot better. I'm loving this purple and green. It's one of my favorite color combinations. How do you
Yeah,
think?
it's looking great. Yeah, I think it looks great as well. It's much easier now to read everything, and yeah, definitely improvement.
Yeah, I think
Mm.
so too.
Yeah.
And we are coming on the top of the hour. Does anyone have any questions or any changes that they would like to see as well? Speak now or forever hold your peace. And it seems like the Udemy police is gone now, so I guess they're not that mad.
They just wanted to learn how we did it. That
Yeah,
was all.
yes. KPI designer, it's in the Vizlib library, super easy to do. Cool, awesome. Well, thank you for joining and thank you for coming on. We've got Mathis, sorry, not Matthews. Mathis is saying great job, looking good. Thank you. It's all Anna's ideas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a joint work, so yeah, nice.
Awesome. Okay, thank you for joining. Cheers.
Cheers
We
with my
always cheers.
water.
Yes. Cheers. Thank you for coming on. And thank you everybody for watching. Please let us know if you have any recommendations or if you have any ideas or want to just come on Appy Hour and show off your skills. All right. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.